West Covina, California, that she and her husband Jim established in 1980. Today, their television program called Balanced Living airs to millions of people. Over 44 years of marriage has blessed the couple with 3 grown children, 2 daughters-in-law, 1 son-in-law, and 7 grandchildren, and she looks about 14. The ultimate balancing act of time and relationship with the Lord, marriage, family, ministry, and business, and through it all, First Lady Marguerite remains passionate about seeing men and women become all that God has called them to be, and is committed to building healthy marriages and families. Let's take a look at the video.
My wife is beautiful, and we've been married now for almost 45 years. When I was a young man, I could not imagine being, let's say, romantically attracted to someone who's a grandma. And here I am now decades later, and I think she's more beautiful than ever. But what's really outstanding about Marguerite is that she's not only beautiful on the outside, I promise you, she's even more beautiful on the inside. I think one of the reasons she's been such a great first lady for all these decades is because she's just been who she is. She didn't have any church background. She wasn't raised in church. She couldn't play piano, did not want to lead a choir. I remember telling her, Marguerite, just be who you are. And man, has she ever done that well. I don't know anyone, not even prophets or prophetesses or apostles, who are more incisive and discerning than my wife, Marguerite. She's been an outstanding co-pastor. She's been a phenomenal wife, a phenomenal mother, now a phenomenal grandmother for 7 grandchildren. And I'm so pleased to join all of you tonight in honoring her. The Bible says to give honor to whom honor is due. And I live with this woman. I see her up on the stage. I see her behind the scenes. And I promise you, well, the Bible says, the effectual fervent prayers of a righteous man availeth much. There is no one I would rather have prayed for me than my wife Marguerite. The effectual fervent prayers of a righteous woman availeth much. Love you, Marguerite.
You'll meet her in just a moment. I'd like to say this about Marguerite. When I first met her and Jim, one of the things I found out about their ministry, they have a multi-ethnic, multicultural ministry, and that is by design. And what they did not just look at the demographics only, but they decided they wanted a multi-ethnic church. And when you go there, it is so real, and you see a rainbow, all people from all nations, all nationalities, loving Jesus and loving one another. And Marguerite is kind of laid back, she's kind of cool, she's candid, down to earth, okay. She challenges, she motivates as well as inspires. She inspires by the things she does, the things that she says. Authentic to their show, Marguerite and Jim seek to bring hope and healing, creatively nurturing people to love God and share their love with others. First Lady Heidi is pleased to share its love and Faith in Action Award to my friend, First Lady Marguerite Reeve.
Now for over 36 years. Wow. And you get to a certain point. I mean, we started the church back in 1980. We're both 27 years old. And I don't know how many young 20s we have here, but basically the Lord said to start it. And when you're 27, you go, yeah! And, you know, you're ready to charge hell with a water pistol kind of thing. And over the years, basically I just said, okay, Jim, you preach. We have 2 kids. We had a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old. I'll do the nursery. And we had so many people coming that first day. I thought someone had put a sign up that said, free babysitting, and they were just throwing their kids in there and going to the mall and, it's a true story, going shopping. But they weren't. God did a move, and so God had to grow us
bigger, enough to enlarge us for all He wanted us to do. And so, one of the things, because I wanted to leave a nugget, because I realized as I look here, we've got some youngins, and we've got some of us who are mature in the faith. And one of the things that I've realized is that God's calling all of us to walk on the water. Back when we were 20-year-olds and we were just so broke. We were paying for Jim's schooling and our own, we didn't have parents who were supporting us. Can I just say that to all you youngins? We paid for our own schooling. We paid for our own little tiny, teeny house and our own car that was held together with bubble gum and rubber bands. I did. I had a Toyota Corolla that later on they wrote something on that said, unsafe at any speed. But over the years, what I've learned is that when you're walking on water, it doesn't matter if you're a couple inches or a couple miles, you got to walk, and God's going to be with you every moment of the way.
Amen. Amen.